Chairman and Schuster and Ranking Member DeFazio, thank you for holding this hearing. I was a mayor for 14 years, and during that time, I had people come to me directly when water pipes, potholes needed to be fixed, and I got it done. But mayors across this country are very concerned now because they're making financial decisions about the taxpayers' dollars in their community, and they knowingly know that their disinvestment in the infrastructure is going to have an effect sooner or later. Mayors across the country, and there was an article in Politico, highways aren't enough. We are at a critical time, and I'm comforted to hear our plan for investing in the infrastructure. I'm also encouraged by one of the few things I'm encouraged by is that this administration has made a commitment to invest in our infrastructure. Today we have a panel, business, labor, CEOs, talking to us, and we're all on the same page, Democrats and Republican. Maybe this is our time to really put our actions and money behind what we all know should be happening. Mr. Trunka, I was very intrigued by your job training and apprenticeship programs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I started the Skilled Trade Caucus here in Congress. The average age of a skilled trade worker is 53 years old, and we have pretty much decimated the training and investment in a trained, skilled workforce. We do not have the number of young people entering into the skilled trades. We know that if we do this investment in the roads, we will get jobs, but they'll be skilled trade jobs. So, Mr. Trunka, you have really a bird's eye view of the challenge of the skilled trade and apprenticeships. Can you talk to us about how we can invest when we're doing our plan, that we're also training the workforce that can get the jobs?
Well, I can try. We have started partnering with community colleges to do remedial courses, but to do one other thing. We've also looked at small manufacturers that need maybe 10, 20, 30 people, and we've said, we'll provide that skills for you. We'll train them, but you have to guarantee a job at the end of the mill.
Exactly.
And we've been working with them. And if anything you can do to encourage that kind of commitment together, us getting people together, and helping our apprenticeship programs, obviously, the more work you have, the more people you put through it, the more people you can put through the apprenticeship program, the remedial program, and put them to work. And the beautiful thing about the apprenticeship program is you're getting an education. When they come out, they're 2/3 of the way to a Bachelor of Science degree. They have an associate degree, and they're getting paid the entire time that they're in the apprenticeship program, and it's helping our employer because you have a mix between journeymen and apprentices that actually help us develop the skills necessary to go forward.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd just like to also emphasize how important it is, I think, probably for this committee, as others, to also work with the Department of Labor to show that these things need to work together. And I think across the nation, and I know manufacturers have been talking about that as well as infrastructure for many years, the skilled workforce is so important. Just one example, in the state of Iowa now, our governor has made it a goal that at least 70% of high school graduates go on to something, either a 2-year program, which we're highly recommending, 4-year, or a good certificate program. Yeah. And again, that includes the apprenticeships and the internships and the co-ops. And I know we also, our company has a career academy in our high schools, our local high schools, so that the students get release time to do what we call real world work.
Yes.
And I loved it when I had a senior in high school come and work with a computer programmer for a couple weeks. This was like a winter program. At the end, he said, I now have found a real world application for algebra. And he's going on to a 2-year institution.
I want to, because my time is running out. Mr. Smith, you have the truck drivers, and you have a real need for a skilled workforce there. Is there any, as far as roads and getting our skilled truck drivers together. Do you see a connection here?
Well, I think that the most important thing to get people on the roads that are qualified is to invest in the technologies that make the vehicles more safe, which we're doing to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and it makes the job more pleasant. As I mentioned, we should have autopilots in the vehicles to make it less boring and so forth. Let me give you a real life example. We have thousands of aircraft mechanics, and the whole job has changed because of digital technology. So we partnered with a community college in West Memphis, Arkansas. We're training these folks. They come in as apprentices, and those with full benefits and so forth are a fantastic job, much higher paying than many college graduates. So I think business and the states at the community college level working with businesses can produce a lot of high-income blue-collar jobs in the United States. They're not even blue-collar jobs anymore.
They're skilled trade jobs.
computer-oriented.
Gentlelady's time has expired.
Thank you, Ms.
And I just urge members